Hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode of the Alter Ego Podcast. I'm your host, Jack Austin. With me, as always, is the Cyborg.
Beep Boopa.
Ryan, what's going on, buddy?
Not a whole lot. Just thinking that I kind of miss the days where we used to have the Mexican standoff in the beginning.
Yeah, to see who was going to who would be the first one to break the ice.
We are professionals now.
Yeah, Megan's not going to be with us today. She's feeling a little bit under the weather, but that's all right. She'll be back next week. But we do have a fill-in for at least the first part of the show. My main man, Emmett. What's up, Emmett?
Nothing so far. I think I'm going to say the announcements, and I'm really happy to be here.
You're really happy to be here.
Yeah.
So we ask everybody that comes in here who their favorite superhero is. So you don't need to give us the answer this red hot second, but I'm going to make you give us. By the way, Emmett is my son. For those of you out there in audio land, how you doing, buddy?
Good.
He asks me just about every week if he can be on the show and be a part of it, and I'm like, no. But this week we got something special for him. We're going to let him read a couple things, but first you got to answer your favorite superhero. Wait, is it Marvel or DC? I think I know. Lord knows I should know. But who's your favorite superhero?
Black Panther.
Black Panther.
Ooh, good answer.
Why Black Panther?
Well, no reason exactly, but I just like him overall. Like his,
Make sure you're talking to the microphone.
not
buddy.
exactly his powers.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure if what he does is considered having powers, but I really like his wisdom, and most of the time he survives.
Yeah, he does do that. You like him in the movies, or you like him in the comics?
Movies all the way, but partly because I never get to read the comics.
Well, you can read the comics. We just don't really have a ton of Black Panther stuff.
The only one in the house I wouldn't recommend.
What's your favorite comic book movie? Your favorite movie? Like, if you had to pick one movie to watch, what movie is it?
I'm gonna have to say Black Panther.
Oh, okay. Well, there you go.
That's a good pick.
Yeah, mine is not Black Panther, but that's all right. Let's get into the news, huh? Let's talk about, well, first of all, we're going to talk about our first sponsor.
Forge Supply Co. This episode of Alter Ego is sponsored by Forge Supply Co. Forged Supply Co. Markers of all
Makers.
natural and organic soaps for men with scents like tropical teakwood, citrus, IPA, and cypress pine. Transient road scum, and more. Visit their website at forgesupply.com to order online and use promo code Alter Ego to get 10% off your order. Forge soap. Real soap,
No bullshit.
Oh, I was hoping you would say it.
Let the adults say it.
Thank God Butt Nickel wasn't in there.
Yeah. There are a lot of different soap. What's your favorite kind of soap? What's your favorite one that what smell? If you could smell like anything, what would you smell like? If you say Black Panther, I'm going to smack you.
Lavender.
Oh, okay.
That's a good one.
Wow, that is a good one. That is a good one.
That was a solid pick.
You know what else smells really good?
Me?
Read this. No, not you. You smell like a tire fire.
That's a segue. Come on, kid.
Yeah, the segue thing doesn't pass down through genes, I guess.
It'll happen. It'll
All right, let's read that next one.
Tony Anello's. Tony Anello's Southern Italian Cuisine and Grill is a hidden gem that is family-owned and operated on the outskirts of St. Petersburg, 1136 Pinellas Bay Way,
South.
Tierra Verde, Florida. This is a must-try for homemade Italian lunch or dinner. Just remember to bring your appetite because the portions are very generous. Call for a reservation today at 727-867-3577. And check out TonyandNels.com.
He's probably the best.
That was really good.
That was better than I did.
That was really good.
Good job, bud.
You know, he probably doesn't get tripped up on the 867 part because he's way too young to know.
Yeah.
The rest of it doesn't play in his head as he reads it.
Yeah, exactly.
That was awesome.
That was really good. You did a good job.
Thank you.
So, man, Emmett, you've been Black Panther for Halloween, haven't you?
Yes.
And we've seen all the movies at this point, haven't we?
Well, it's been like one movie of Black Panther alone.
Right. But he's been in about a lot of different movies.
Yeah, Civil War, Infinity War, Endgame. Well, a little bit in Endgame.
No, he's a lot in Endgame.
Endgame, he gets at hype.
Yeah.
I thought he was at the...
He gets hype in both movies, honestly.
Yeah. Well, no, Endgame is when he comes to the end.
At the end. That's what he's talking about. Yeah.
Absolutely, I love that. But in the other one, when they first show up and they bring the war to Wakanda, I thought that was a bigger moment for him too. You'll find Thanos will find nothing but dust and blood. I was like, dang.
Do you have any plans for a Halloween costume this year?
Oh, that's a good question. Halloween's not too far away. I mean, by the time this is out, we're in October.
Yeah.
So what you got? What's on the list for Halloween?
I actually haven't thought that far.
Okay, so here's the one. If you had your dream costume that you could do and it was like perfect, like you could have movie folks come in and give you the perfect costume to look like real, who would you go as?
I bet I know the answer.
My dad?
Hey!
Oh!
Well, you just need some gym shorts and an Alabama football shirt, which you've already got.
Oh, kid, give it like 10 years. You'll be fine.
Yeah, you won't even need to dress up. You'll be just as cool, if not cooler. All right, man. Well, I appreciate your help. Thanks for coming by and reading some ads.
I just now fist bumped him.
Thank you for telling everybody that we got the fist bump going. That was cool. Catch you later, buddy. Go help mommy with dinner or something. Dude.
Okay.
All right.
Bye.
We're going to get into this.
See ya.
We've got some interesting news today. There's a lot of stuff that happened with Nintendo, some really cool movie stuff coming out as well. It's exciting. It's an exciting time for Nintendo fans, man. Old and new. Let me tell you, there is a ton of stuff coming out in the video games. They dominate the news today.
Something I can talk about. Nintendo video games.
Yeah, there you go.
If it's Switch related, I'm in.
Yeah. So the first one I wanted to start off with really doesn't fall into any of our traditional categories, but I saw it and it worried me.
Uh-oh.
Amazon announcing a $999 smart home robot on wheels.
Oh, that Astro thing
that flies around your house. It rides around your house and can check on people, things, and places, specific rooms. Like you can say, hey, whatever you are, go to the kitchen, and it'll go into the kitchen.
The scariest part is you can say, go find Dave, and it knows what Dave's face looks like.
Yeah.
And it'll go find Dave.
It will go find Dave.
Jesus. But it does have a cup holder.
Now
it has a
kind of want to see how this thing works. Here's a picture of this guy. I need him gone.
Wow.
Must delete Dave.
Yes. And the little animatronic eyebrows just go from slanted inward to slanted downward.
And then his little arm with a switchblade comes out with.
Sorry, Dave.
He's going to be like, I've been waiting for this moment.
Yeah.
Switches his gun.
God, this is the beginning of the end, isn't it?
I mean, this right here, I'm like, none of y'all have seen iRobot, huh?
I was going to say,
not a single one of you, huh?
All right.
I love the future, but I've seen too many future-based movies to know how this turns out.
Right.
Not good.
I love technology, but
if you're a big fan of What If you watch this most recent episode, you might not like technology at all.
I haven't watched it yet, but whoo boy, can't wait.
It's intense. It's definitely an intense one for this series. It's got a different tone than the rest of them have. Other than I'd say zombies.
Okay.
This one it was a really, really good episode. I liked it a lot. I believe it's called What If Ultron Won.
Oof.
Yeah. So
grim.
It's a little bit dire. But that's a good one. So next week, I have a feeling we're going to be talking about the Venom movie, Let There Be Carnage.
Yeah, one way or another, we'll be
one way or the
about
other.
It.
Oh, so I just got a thought.
God. Yeah.
We need to buy the Astro robot. So whenever one of us is out,
the
just sit in.
Robot could sit in.
Yeah.
So it actually pairs with Alexa. So it'll receive voice commands and stuff like that. These little robots, man, I'm just like, no. First of all, we had Alexas. They're all unplugged. We don't use it.
Yeah.
I don't like it. I don't like the premise of it. Does that make me sound like an old man? Maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know. But I'm just like
late 1900s.
Yeah.
I mean,
sorry,
we don't have any cameras in the house personally, just because I'm still I don't know. I'm an old man about it. I'm like, I don't like cameras in the house, especially if they're connected to Wi-Fi and have a stream going out somewhere.
Yeah, because somebody somewhere is monitoring that.
I mean, but we have the Wi-Fi thermostat. We have the Wi-Fi front door, which was a big leap for me, but I love it.
Yeah,
but something with a camera on it.
The Ring doorbell I really like though. That's a really good one. That's one that I don't mind because it's technically just watching the front of our house.
Yeah, I think that's our next bit purchase for the house. Definitely not a robot, though.
Yeah. So, like I said, we were going to be talking Venom. And speaking of Venom, Sam Raimi commented on Doc Ock recently, saying that he thinks it looks incredible. And that they used to do puppets for his Doc Ock back in Spider-Man 2. I did not know that. It was it was CGI, but a lot of the hands when you see them on screen were actually done by puppeteers.
Oh wow! So they were like on strings and being wow, that's cool.
Yeah, something along those lines. I thought that was pretty unique. I'm a big fan of practical effects.
Oh yeah,
right. I think we've talked about that. Like the old Ninja Turtles movie, I thought was head and shoulders above anything else.
We haven't turned that corner yet to kind of have that realism. It's kind of a little uncanny when you look at some stuff and it's like, ugh.
I mean, but you're not going to be able to drop ooze and make real turtles, so you got to do it the best you can.
No.
Not yet.
We will find a way.
Yeah. There's turtle ooze out there somewhere.
The one thing I do love is that
Alexa, give me turtle ooze.
Alexa, head to Dimension X.
Oh, my God. But like the way Mandalorian is shot with that projected Unreal Engine 3D background thing, I think that's amazing.
Yeah.
The way they set that up. Watching the behind the scenes on that, it is a lot of fun to watch. Because that's a whole different universe that you can get into and endless possibilities.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be interesting.
That's almost like a half practical because they have like foreground stuff and that's in the background.
Yeah.
So
have we heard of Mando season 3 yet?
No, but I'm patiently
I know
waiting.
It's been discussed that Mando season 3 is happening.
I think there's a lot of focus on Boba Fett and Andor and the Ahsoka series and all those.
There is a lot of that, and I was just thinking
and Obi-Wan,
but not to mention, Obi-Wan. That's coming out really soon.
Yeah,
and the actor Pedro Pascal is doing Last of Us, and he's also doing other movies. I don't know. I mean, they don't really need him for a lot on Mando, I guess. I mean, unless he's going to be taking the helmet off more, which I imagine he will be.
I think a lot of the time he's actually in the helmet. I think that's a big part of it.
I think he is too, but I also think that there's times where he's not or he's not needed, so they may be able to do some of that production without him.
Yeah. So my weekly Game of Thrones update. I'm in season 5 right now.
Okay.
With Pedro Pascal in it.
Hey!
Oh, he is doing wonderfully.
He was a very interesting character during his time on Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
For sure.
Character was he?
He was the
Prince of Dorne?
Prince of Dorne, yeah. He was the Sand Viper or whatever it is, or he was, I don't know.
He just fought the Mountain.
Oh. Yeah.
I actually liked that character.
Yeah.
He was cool as hell.
Yeah, he was. Yeah, poor guy.
That's about as far as I got. Yeah.
Spoiler alert, he does not make it out of that fight, even though he does win.
Yeah, I'm like, you had to talk so much shit.
Yeah, right?
That show is a constant stress ball.
It's intended to be. But before we get out of Marvel news, last thing I saw, and you know how I feel about Snyder cuts. We've mentioned Snyder plenty of times.
Oh, God.
There's another guy that's come out and said, I want a Snyder cut of my movie.
Oh, God.
And it was the
Zack Snyder?
Director for Thor 2.
Oh, my God.
Thor the Dark World.
Just let it die. Like, Thor the Dark World is not as bad as everybody acts like it is.
I completely agree.
I just rewatched it recently, and I'm like, it's not as bad as everybody shat on.
I don't know why people think it's a bad movie in the first place.
Yeah, I actually like that.
Yeah, me too. I was a huge fan of it.
And it's so funny because that movie is referenced probably in more Avengers movies than any other of these movies.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
But Marvel will never remake a movie.
No.
That's never going to happen.
No. They're going to, well, we appreciate you wanting that, but our Marvel Cinematic Universe is fine where it is, thanks.
We didn't let you make it the first time. We're not going to let you make it the second time.
We don't need to pay Chris Hemsworth again either.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, my God. Yeah, with every movie, he gets a lot more money.
Which he should. He is worth every penny.
Yes, he is. He's paid by the pound, and that's why he keeps making more money.
Everything he does, man, it's just so good. I haven't seen anything with Chris Hemsworth in it yet that I'm like, I don't like this.
It's so funny that he was an unknown actor when he was cast in this. That's crazy.
He was only James Kirk in the Star Trek movie, and he was only
that before?
For the first 30 seconds, yeah.
Oh, wow.
He plays Kirk's dad, sorry.
That's right. Because I know he was in that like Red Dawn remake that didn't come out.
Oh, yeah. He was also in that horror movie.
Yeah, but that Red Dawn remake, they shelved it. And then he got famous as Thor, and they're like, you love Thor? How about this movie we filmed 4 years ago that never came out?
Right. That isn't that great.
Yeah, well, that's why it was shelved for 4 years.
Yeah, he's great in it, but, he plays a character that doesn't really get a chance to spread his wings, so to speak.
Is he the main character in the movie?
In Red Dawn?
Yeah.
No, he's the older brother.
Okay. But he's like the biggest head on the poster, though.
Yeah, he's who Swayze was in the original Red Dawn, if I'm not mistaken. And this movie is really old, and it's a remake, and his character dies pretty early on.
Oh my God, spoilers.
Yeah.
From a 1984 movie.
Yeah. So.
It was a good year.
Yeah. I
was one. It was fantastic.
You were one?
I was one.
Great. So The Last of Us has shown its first image from the set. It looks really good.
Yeah.
It's Joel, and I think Abby is her name.
Ellie.
And they are walking up on a plane crash or something.
Looks like a big ass set. I like that.
It really does. It looks huge. It's HBO.
Yeah.
They rented out Delaware to do this movie. So,
man, HBO is just hitting home runs.
They really are. They just, big project after big project. It's good for them. Mm-hmm. I'm excited to see that. Pedro Pascal is always really, really good. So, I wonder when we're going to actually see a preview for it or a trailer.
When's Comic-Con?
I have no idea.
Me neither.
And is it going to be in person? Are they going to allow people at Comic-Con?
I've lost track of time and space.
Yeah, me too. The Boys has a spinoff that's been greenlit, ready to rock and roll.
Ooh.
Yeah. I did not. You haven't watched The Boys, right?
I haven't finished it yet, no.
How far are you?
3 episodes in.
No, I'm halfway or a little more than half of season 1.
Oh,
towards
halfway to season 1.
Yeah. So you're 5 in.
Not bad.
That's not bad.
Yeah.
Well, we originally started it once, and then you stopped, and then I restarted it again.
Oh, you went back and yeah.
This one is going to be about America's only college exclusively for young adult superheroes.
Oh, they X-Men in this?
Yeah. But it's The Boys. So I'm kind of like, how... I
have faith in it because it's The Boys.
But The Boys aren't going to be a part of it, right? Like, this is going to be all superheroes in a college.
The next generation of The Boys, per se.
But see, The Boys don't have powers, so Way wouldn't go to this college.
Oh, no, it's going to be the next generation of Vought.
Yeah.
It's got to be. I mean, I would just make an assumption.
Yeah, I'm inclined to agree. I'm sure there's
Vought University.
I think there's going to be, what if it is Vought U? That would be pretty cool. And we got a big dump from The Witcher Season 2. A couple of trailers. Looks really, really good.
Trailers, okay.
Yeah. And we also got a clip from the show starring the guy who was from Game of Thrones with the big red beard. What was his name?
Oh, he was in the Wildlings.
Torben? What's his name? Tormund Giantsbane. That was his name.
Is that really his name?
Is playing a character in this show, and I'm going to show the guys a picture of him from
God.
From the show.
That's from the trailer?
So that's from... No, that was an exclusive clip that was let go.
Oh, okay.
And then Henry Cavill proceeded to troll him on Instagram and Facebook and said, the amazing, the wonderful, the eclectic, and enigmatic Christopher Hivju, Hivju. Christopher was extraordinarily brave for Season 2 on The Witcher and decided to play his character of Nivellen with zero makeup or visual effects, as you can see above. Christopher, we're all so proud of you. Hashtag brave.
I love Henry Cavill. I wish you were in a better Superman movie.
He's about to be canceled for face shaming someone.
Oh, yeah, in clear CGI. But either way, I thought that was hysterical.
That's pretty good.
The trailer looks good, too. Looks like it's gonna take it's gonna broaden the world of The Witcher. Is how I feel about this. This one kind of was worried about Nilfgaard taking over all of the world and the witches and the sorcerers or whatever guiding people, and just Henry Cavill walking from place to place killing monsters. This one looks like the world is going to get a little bit bigger.
I brushed off Game of Thrones for so long. I think after watching this, I might ease into all those shows that I was like, this isn't my style. So I think Witcher might be one of those that I watch after this.
Slayer. Do it.
Witcher was dope. Witcher was really, really good. I enjoyed it a lot.
I watched the first episode and went, this ain't for me.
So what did you tell him to watch?
Demon Slayer.
Demon Slayer.
Demon Slayer's the next thing in the news.
Oh, it's always in the news.
Season 2, baby.
When's it coming?
Coming out December 5th.
I thought he already slayed the demons.
Yes.
I'm in. No,
I know
he
what
only
I'm doing that weekend. Don't talk to me.
only fought one of the 12 Kizuki. He only fought one of them.
Oh, my God. This
And
is going
that's
to
the
go
lower
forever.
Kizuki.
Yeah, he was the worst one.
Oh, God. Uppers yet.
Yeah, he's not even gotten to the tough ones. Unless you saw Mugen Train, he did face one of the upper ones. Actually, I think he was like
3.
Was he really 3?
I think that was number 3.
But that thing beat the brakes off of him quickly and easily.
Ooh.
They didn't even beat the brakes out. He didn't really even fight him.
Yeah, right. He didn't really get a chance.
We're kind of spoiling Mugen Train for you. But
No.
Yeah, I was going to watch it tonight, but I think I'm going to skip it now.
no,
Wow.
you're good.
Wow. Wow.
And from what I've heard, they're talking about making that part actual canon, which I don't really like.
What do you mean?
Making the movie canon as it plays a part in the actual series.
It should.
Why wouldn't it be?
Yeah.
As a guy who's never watched it.
Because you haven't watched it. That's why.
Well, they are going to be picking up during Mugen Train.
Yeah, it's going to be after the fact, from what I understand.
Yeah, which it should be. If you're a fan of Demon Slayer, you really have to watch Mugen Train. Honestly, it's one of my favorite anime movies ever. It was really, really good. But, we'll see. We'll see.
They give it an 8.5.
Speaking of December, an
Wow.
8.5. And you know how he rates stuff.
That's 8.5 out of 12. That's pretty good.
8.5 out of 60. Wow. So, speaking of December is going to be a busy month.
Is it?
Yeah, because that's when you mentioned it earlier. The book of Boba Fett is coming out.
Ooh.
No one cares about Boba Fett.
Everybody in this room except for you cares about Boba Fett.
December's all about No Way Home.
Yeah, that'll be good.
There's other
But
stuff coming
I
out,
will
too.
be watching Book of Boba Fett. Robert Rodriguez, we talked about this a couple weeks ago, already came out and said, listen, y'all like Mandalorian, Book of Boba Fett is insane.
If it's the same creative team, you can make whatever. I don't care what it is.
Yeah.
The Jar Jar Binks Chronicle. I don't care.
I thought everybody loved Jar Jar Binks.
Everybody does love Jar Jar
It
Binks.
turns a corner.
I'm kidding. Everybody hates Jar Jar Binks.
Millennials love Jar Jar Binks.
Yeah, they sure do. They sure do. I don't know why, but anyway, Boba
He
Fett.
talks funny.
He's in Jabba's palace. I mean, he's got the assassin with him too, whose life he saved. I gotta imagine Mando's gonna make an appearance there.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I don't know if we even see any Jedi show up to see good old Boba Fett.
I don't think we need it. Just like in Mando, I'm like, I don't want to see a single Jedi in this whole show, which
Well,
we did.
We got
and
Ahsoka, and we got
yeah,
spoilers for season 2. You got Luke Skywalker.
yeah, which wasn't necessary, but I was like, I'll take it. It's fine.
Yeah,
That Darth guy's his father, right?
which one?
Luke's.
Yeah,
I knew that. See? I know Star Wars.
good, good.
He's the I know Star Wars guy. I like it.
No, I'm not.
Boba Fett is the guy for me. I like him. He
That's-
was for me when Star Wars happened, and I was very young and impressionable. Didn't really care much about the Jedi. I loved Boba Fett. I thought he was so cool with the armor, and he's the only one that Darth Vader did not openly like berate. He was like respectful with him,
Yeah, no disintegrations this time.
and I was like, oh shit.
So okay, jot in my memory, Ryan. What is your? You saw the first 3 or the first
Like
one?
The first 3.
First 3, and they just didn't tickle your fancy.
Not really.
Did you try any of Mandalorian yet?
No. And from what
Really?
it sounds like, Boba Fett's almost like the same thing, but in a different world.
Not
Like,
really.
I don't know.
The fact that they're both bounty hunters is definitely, but that's kind of a Mandalorian thing.
Yeah, they're just they're the same breed of people basically, but they're two different people.
Like, I'm not trying to be a dick. I'm just wondering.
No,
it's so it is different because to me, I find like a lot of shows nowadays, it's almost like you're consuming the same thing, but just slightly different. And I'm kind of tired of it.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's kind of how I felt about the Star Wars movies. I've been out publicly said I'm a Star Trek guy. I love Star Trek. Star Wars, to me, I just was like, it's always Sith and Jedi. It's always, we're just waiting for the big laser sword battle. And then to me, I was like, this is sort of underwhelming. It's cool.
Yeah.
I mean, I like Star Wars. I'm not fanatical about it like others are. Not that there's anything wrong with that. I'm sure there's stuff that we're all fanatical about that other people don't like. But Mando, the first time I was like, oh God, Star Wars, I love this, was Rogue One.
Yeah.
When I saw Rogue One, I was like, this might be the best Star Wars movie I've ever seen.
I fully agree.
Okay. Which one is it where Yoda gets down with the lightsaber?
Oh, that's
Is that 3?
Revenge of the Sith. That's Revenge of the Sith.
Oh,
That's
okay.
3, yeah. That's when no, that's 2. He's in Clone Wars too. He fights Count Dooku.
Yeah.
And then in Revenge of the Sith, he fights the Emperor, which I so love that George Lucas's ex-wife was trying to take him for everything he got, so he had to do that because like that culmination in Revenge of the Sith, watching Yoda fight the Emperor, I'm always just like, I wonder who would win in this fight. And then when they finally throw down, it was pretty exceptional.
Yeah.
Whatever, I might have seen up to that point.
I'm just, like I liked Star Wars and I saw Rogue One and I'm like, wow, I like that there's more to the world than just Sith versus Jedi. I'm like, I want to see more of this world, and Mandalorian has been very close to that, and that's why I love it so much.
I think it's given us that personally.
Yeah.
I think Mando was that thing that the Star Wars universe needed to get me in, because now I'm like, yeah, I'm in for Mando.
Yeah.
And then we saw what happened with Jango Fett and Boba and all that throughout the movies, and now that Boba's back,
Jamie Foxx is in this movie.
Is
there a white cake?
Jango Fett Unchained.
Is there a white cake?
Join us on Endor. We're having white cake. No, there is no. Jango Fett is Boba's dad.
Now I kind of want to see a Jango Unchained in the Star Wars universe.
Now listen, you should watch Mandalorian.
Here's the thing, man. I'm not going to tell you to watch any Star Wars movies. Maybe Rogue One, but Mandalorian, I'd say give that a fair shot.
You really need to. I mean, the first episode is just so good.
Yeah, watch the first one. If you don't like it, dip. But if you like it, you might want to stick around.
You'll like it, though. You'll like it.
Yeah, the wife and I actually had planned on taking a weekend and watching the entirety of all of Star Wars. Just because. I don't know why, but
those prequels are hard to watch, though, my friend.
The prequels are a tough watch. I mean, the first one is all right. Phantom Menace I liked. Clone Wars was my favorite of the 3. And then Revenge of the Sith was okay, but to me, certain actors can kill an entire series for me, and Hayden Christensen did that. I did not buy him as the all-powerful Anakin Skywalker.
I hate sand.
Yeah.
It's everywhere.
Yeah. I can't do it with him. I'm just like, I don't buy it.
Even the sequels, like I saw The Force Awakens, I was like, okay, it's a little bit of a retread of the first one, but I like the first one, so you know what? Let's keep going. And then the second two just kind of lost me. I saw them both opening night.
I have not. I've seen the first and second of the newest trilogy. I just don't even care enough to watch the last one.
Third one is just batshit crazy off the rails.
Yeah.
Which could be its own thing in itself, but for the story arc, it's just like, okay.
I liked Han Solo.
Yeah.
Like the Solo movie.
I mean, that's what I'm saying. Solo was good too.
Solo was fine.
I like Donald Glover.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love Donald Glover. I just didn't like that guy who played Solo, and not because I really particularly care about the character of Han Solo.
Yeah.
There was something about that guy that I went, meh.
I thought he did a good job portraying Harrison Ford. But it's funny to me, man, when you take out the Jedi as the number one focal point, the movies get better and better.
Yeah.
To me.
It does. just because it's Star Wars doesn't mean it has to be like gods and monsters all the time.
Yeah.
Like, there's other people in the world.
And Book of Boba Fett and Mandalorian and Rogue One and Star Wars Visions was pretty cool, but that was a lot of Jedi too.
Yeah.
But when you get away from typical Star Wars, to me, I'm like, man, this is really...
Like Book of Boba Fett, I'm hoping it's all criminal underworld stuff.
It's got to be.
That's what I want. That's what I want it to be, and if it is that, I'll be very happy.
I want this to be like Star Wars Sopranos. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's what I want.
Like organized crime, because Boba is not a good guy.
No.
You can't label him that at all. No. I believe he's good in some of Mando because interests align.
Yeah.
But no, to call him a good guy, I think is not really true.
No.
But yeah, that's going to be interesting. You should definitely check out Mando and hit us back, because that one would really, I think, grab you if you're not a big Star Wars fan. From what you just told me, that you like Han Solo and you like all this other stuff, Mando's right up
your like the stuff that lines up with it, and you don't like the stuff that doesn't.
You know what's crazy is I don't understand any of it, what's going on in this world. Whatever just
makes
sense and I like. Like, that was one of the reasons I like Solo. I kind of understood what was kind of actually going on for fucking once.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, okay. This guy's trying to get a ship or do whatever and steals. Got you.
Yeah.
Honestly, I'm trying to think about it from memory. I think you could watch Mando with, like, a blank slate, like, first thing you've ever watched. I don't think you have to know. You just need basic knowledge of what things are, but you don't need to know storylines, and this guy does this and that guy does that. And
did you watch Star Wars Rebels? Or not Rebels. What is it? What was the one?
Bad Batch?
No, not Bad Batch.
Clone Wars?
Clone Wars. Did you watch Clone Wars?
No.
I watched a little bit of it.
There's some lore from Clone Wars in Mando, but you do not need to know anything.
Yeah, I didn't see Clone Wars till after Mando.
Yeah.
And I only watched about half of it anyways. So
I mean, the series?
Yeah.
The television series?
Yeah.
It's actually not bad.
Yeah.
But yeah, Book of Boba Fett is going to be wild. I can't wait to see that. December's right around the corner. Just all kinds of fun stuff.
Hawkeye.
Around and
We got Hawkeye in December too.
Hot Guy's coming out in December
Hawkeye.
too. Oh man, thank you. That was a shot of adrenaline in my heart, baby. I am so excited for Hawkeye.
Did you hear that they're making? You might have this in your news already. The new Home Alone movie.
No,
they're making a new Home Alone movie with like Andy Samberg and like this all-star comedy cast.
Really?
Let me look this up so I get the cast right. But I heard somebody talking about it. I'm like, what?
That's not true. I don't believe it.
Hold on. It was part of the Disney Day or whatever. They
really did come out and announce Home Alone.
It's like Home Alone. I'm going to type in Home Alone sequel.
And what's Andy Samberg going to do?
He's the dad.
Oh, good. Okay.
Home Sweet Home Alone is what it's called.
Oh, gosh.
And I'm
Who's
like,
the kid?
Sweet Home Alabama?
Macaulay Culkin still.
Yeah. I'm still home. So it's Ellie Kemper, Rob Delaney from It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
And that's who I was thinking of. That's who?
That's Mac.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
He's got to be one of the criminals.
Yeah.
Pete Holmes, Kenan Thompson, Chris Parnell.
Chris Parnell's very funny.
Archie Yates. I don't know who that is.
Okay.
And Ali Mackey. That's what the cast was. And I'm like,
okay.
That's a pretty funny cast.
Let's see it.
So, all right, I'll give you a shot for free on
Andy
Disney
Samberg has a free pass.
Yeah.
I will watch anything that he's been in.
So it's not Andy Samberg. It was Rob Delaney. So I was wrong about that. But I love Rob Delaney.
So Mac plays the dad?
I guess.
Oh, interesting.
I don't know, the whole SNL class.
Kenan Thompson is not a sale for me. Kenan Thompson, you need to do something better now.
Wait a minute. Hold on.
I like Kenan, but
I don't think he's funny. I mean, I don't know. He was on All That back in the day too. I just couldn't get behind it.
He's the only funny thing on SNL nowadays, but
is he real? No, he's not. The kids from
Kenan has been on SNL for 10 years.
I know that.
Oh, okay.
I'm saying that there are people on there that are funnier than him.
And I take this completely back. It's not Rob Delaney from It's Always Sunny. It's stand-up comedian Rob Delaney from Deadpool 2 and Hobbs and Shaw.
Wow. Who was he in Deadpool 2?
I don't know. He was Peter.
Oh, God.
So,
Peter.
Okay, I'm a little bit back on board.
Peter.
The guy with the mustache.
Oh, my word.
He died immediately.
First it was Andy Samberg. Now there's no Andy Samberg.
This is why
then
I need
it was
to type
Rob
up
Delaney
notes.
from Always Sunny. Now it's not him.
It's Rob McElhenry.
Then it was Idris Elba. Now it's not Idris Elba. No, I'm kidding.
I'm sorry. All white comedians look alike to me.
Oh, gosh. Well, on that note, let's take a quick break, and then we're going to get into literally all the Nintendo news you could ever possibly want. So, we are heading out. We'll be right back.
Yeah, I was going to say, 2016 Metallica played the Super Bowl.
2016?
That was during the break. That's not canon.
We were talking about who headlines the Super Bowl for the Super Bowl this year. It's going to be Snoop Dogg, Dr. Dre, Mary J. Blige, Kendrick Lamar, and Eminem. That's a big group.
Oh yeah,
I mean that's a lot. I don't know. Anyway, let's get into video games.
Definitely real quick. Taking the over on Eminem cussing somewhere in there.
Did you guys see Eminem's new restaurant opening?
Mom's Spaghetti.
Yes.
And that he actually
worked the
was
register
there and worked the register.
I saw
anybody
pictures.
he saw taking pictures, he flipped them off. I was like, this is classic Eminem.
I just want Mom's Spaghetti now.
I don't. His mom's spaghetti does not look as good as my spaghetti. Sorry, Em.
I mean, I kind of want your spaghetti too.
Yeah, mine's really, really good.
His spaghetti brings all the boys to the yard.
That's right. Damn right. Better than yours.
Meatballs, man.
Let's go. Let's get into video games. Bethesda bought a PS5 for the lead actor in Deathloop so he could play his own game.
Wow.
That's so cool. Apparently Deathloop was getting 10 out of 10 for a lot of things. Like, it's really, really good.
Wow.
I don't know the premise of it. I mean, Deathloop sounds like I don't know, is it a one
Sounds
person?
like a Grindhouse movie.
I think it's a roguelite, if I'm not mistaken, where you die and then you have so much time and then you die again. And then you have to keep doing things in each death that you get, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, that's a fun premise.
It is. I don't know if it would work, but yeah, it's a fun premise.
It's like Groundhog Day.
Yeah.
Yes, somewhat similar.
But in a video game form, I don't know. That would get kind of old to me. I don't know. God of War. The main actor for God of War came out and said that the reason the game has been delayed for so long was because of him.
Oh.
He had to get 2 hip replacements, a knee replacement, and a lot of work done on his back. And the studio was like, we will wait for you to be healthy to do this.
God, he's like half a new man.
Yeah, that's kind of insane. I was trying to find the actual quote of everything that he had done. It's a lot.
From nips down, he's all new.
Yeah. Yeah, no kidding. Let me see if I can
never
pull
mind.
it up.
I was wrong about Deathloop. I am in for. I'd get a PlayStation 5 to play this game. It sounds dope as hell.
What is it? Let's hear it.
Basically, you in Deathloop, the player is an assassin who has to kill 8 targets before midnight. If you leave just one of them alive, it starts over and you go again.
Oh shit!
Damn.
All right.
So it sounds dope as hell.
And so I think there's 2 titular characters on the front. It's a woman and a man. And I don't know who you're trying to play as.
You might be either one or you get to choose. You know what I mean?
So Chris Judge, the beloved fan, he said to his fans on Twitter, to the beloved fandom, Ragnarok was delayed because of me. August 2019, I couldn't walk. Had to have back surgery, both hips replaced, and knee surgery, and they waited for me to rehab.
Wow.
That's a lot.
That's a lot to take on. That's a lot of pain.
Yeah. That's a lot of rehab,
feeling better,
a lot of pain. Yeah. He's a big fan of the show.
Yeah.
We hope you
that's the guy
feel
who's
better.
the voice of Kratos?
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, he listened to us through his whole healing process.
Yeah, we got him through that.
Yes, you're welcome.
You're so very welcome.
Sounded like, yeah, we got to wait till this guy gets
Go on the 7 Land Patreon.
You have to. So that's good. Hopefully he's better now and ready to rock and roll.
Yeah. Rock and roll.
Oh, Marvel's Avengers
See what you did there.
is now on Game Pass. So no excuses, Xbox owners. You should be out there playing that game, baby. And Spider-Man is coming to it very soon, apparently.
On Xbox?
No, he is a PlayStation exclusive.
I wondered if they wavered on that one.
Nope.
So.
No.
Nope. Sony is very possessive of their Spider-Man, and they will be until Disney just buys Sony.
It's their only winning property right now. They have to hang on
Yeah.
to it.
I mean, yeah. That they don't make stereos anymore, so.
Wait, is Ghostbusters out yet?
No, I don't think so.
Or is it about to come out?
I hope so.
Okay. I know it is.
It
was before Halloween. I know that.
I'm 100% certain I'm watching it.
Okay.
I mean, I'm definitely in for that.
It's not Paul Rudd. I'll watch it.
Yeah, right. I don't know when exactly the date is, but it's not just going to be an ad. Like, people thought they're just going to drop Spider-Man in there and you can play as him. No. Mm-hmm. PlayStation is getting cutscenes. They're getting story. They're getting all kinds of stuff with Spider-Man in it. So
cool.
Good for you, okay, guys. Jeez.
Somebody spending $500.
Not me. I can't. Not for that. Although
the sad part is even if you wanted to, we couldn't find one for $500.
That's right.
They're still like not available.
Nope.
Yeah.
That's fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Probably not until about 2023.
That's probably
Are you
accurate.
serious?
Yeah. They're not going to be a bunch around for Christmas if you're trying to find one. It's just not happening.
They say 2022, but there's no way that's going to be.
What a shitty way to roll out your system.
Well,
not their fault.
I know it's not their fault, but
big shortage and a lot of people want them.
It's the same reason we don't have new cars and everything else because we don't have chips.
The chips, and that's the problem, is they're allocated all over the place. It's not just consoles.
Mm-hmm.
As us selfish gamers would like to think.
Oh, gosh.
We got to be like Apple and start making them in Brazil.
So speaking of Spider-Man, they came out and said Spider-Man 2 is going to be darker than Insomniac's previous two Spidey games, i.e. Spider-Man and the Miles Morales. They say if you're going to want a reference point, think of Empire Strikes Back. Like, that was like, oh, okay, so you're going to kill somebody?
We got Kraven, hopefully.
I mean,
possibly.
They've got to have something serious if you're going to say it like that. Mm-hmm. I mean, it's
Bye-bye, Mary Jane.
There you go. That's probably what will happen. I still want to play the other ones. That's why I do still think about getting a PlayStation at times. I'm like, man, I don't want to play Spider-Man. Maybe I'll get a PS4 or something.
I own the first one.
Get the old ones. I hear it's really good.
Yeah, it is really good. Didn't finish it because it's a long-ass game.
It's a big game, yeah.
It's a big game.
That's what I hear about that and Miles Morales.
Miles Morales is only 8 hours.
Only 8 hours?
I wish all games were only 8 hours.
Of campaign?
Yeah. It's actually pretty short.
But then you can do the rest.
Do you have all the side
open
shit,
world
like
stuff
answering police calls and all that stuff?
Yeah, you can run around and keep playing it, but it's about
Marvel's Avengers is working on its first ever raid, too, which is going to be cool.
Oh. So does just everybody have raid modes now?
I love raiding. That's one of my favorite things. So, I mean, when it was Destiny time, we raided literally every week. But I don't know how they would do a raid, per se, for Marvel's Avengers.
It's just a big battle royale, Secret War style. Do it.
That'd be cool.
Pansies, do it.
Naughty Dog, the studio that developed Last of Us, is working on a multiplayer mode for that game. Don't know how that would go. That's interesting.
They had one for the first one. Apparently, a lot of people loved it, too.
Really?
Yeah. I actually saw it played out. It looks kind of fun.
Huh. Is it player versus player?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
It's PvP. Like, so many people are left, and you have, like, items that you can take from each other to make different things so you can fight each other.
Huh.
That sounds interesting.
Yeah.
Like crafting stuff?
Yeah, like, you literally have to get the item from someone to craft. One I saw, I think it was, like, a guy killed everybody else, ran through, grabbed something, and then set up a bomb that he picked up out of the materials and lured the guy in the bathroom and blew him up. It's pretty dope.
Wow.
What a way to
lured
go.
him into the bathroom and killed him. Sounds pretty cool.
I'm like, yeah, I have to
Typical
play this.
Saturday night.
That's what I do every Thursday. Don't leave without using the bathroom, boys. Japan's crushing it right now.
I want to go there one day.
Me too. I want somebody to commit seppuku in front of me. I just want to see it.
I don't know what that is, but I don't want that. Oh.
No, I'm kidding. I don't want to see that. But they invented a gaming mattress.
I saw the picture of this that you posted.
Just the epitome of laziness. I don't even want to get out of bed. Like, when are they going to get an incubator out? You know what I mean? Like, I'm just going to sit in here and live my life in this tube.
Just turn it into the Matrix, man.
It really was. I was like, looking at that, I was like, oh my God. So this guy's got dual monitors, and the bed is designed so he can have his games catalog next to him. His system can be in there. And I was like,
in it?
Get the fuck out of here.
I saw
No, there's no toilet.
I was going to say that's the only thing they're missing.
You just flush it right down the side.
Yeah. Oh.
That episode of South Park where they were from No Life in It. Mom!
Yeah.
She's bringing the pot.
Yep.
I saw an ad for, I guess they developed video game gloves.
Huh.
They are dry fit gloves for when your hands get sweaty while you're playing video games.
That is ridiculous.
I'm like, oh my God, this is like an episode of South Park.
Yeah.
So this thing has, and I'll show it to you, it's got an area for keyboard and mouse, speakers, your controllers. Oh my God, it's even got like an iPad boom arm that holds onto stuff. That's crazy. Like, I would not get this. Now, let me tell you something. 15, 16-year-old Jack would have been like, I need a
That's all I want
bed.
for Christmas.
That's all I want. But no, I'm not. I'm not signing up for the gaming mattress.
I was going to make a virgin joke, but you went 15 years old, so I'm going to go above that.
Oh God. And speaking of Japan and them crushing it, Super Nintendo World is a thing that's over there.
It looks glorious.
It looks like the most fun day you've ever had.
There are very, 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 very strong rumors that we're getting one of those in Orlando at Islands of Adventure.
That I would become an annual pass holder for.
Because that little Marvel contract is up December 31st of this year.
Really?
Yeah, it's done.
And Disney's probably not going to let them keep that.
Oh no, they're probably going to open up like specific Marvel theme parks.
Disney's probably been building the MC universe over there somewhere.
They're going to monetize this shit. So they apparently there are all these documents that you can find online for schematics of what they want to do, but apparently they're doing Super Mario World in Orlando, Florida.
So I had a friend of the show, Amber Simpson, tell me that same exact thing.
Oh, okay. Because all the documents are online because they had to file everything with the county.
Yeah, I want to say that actually was news.
Insane. So the Super Mario World in Japan is adding the Donkey Kong area.
Oh.
Which is said to expand it by 70%.
Jesus, it was bid already.
Holy shit.
I watched an hour-long walkthrough of this land online,
and
I was just in awe the entire time. All the little nooks and crannies and secret little things you can do.
I mean, like, it's an adventure. You can actually, like, they make it that it's interactive.
Like in the game.
You have to do things. Well, you don't have to, but, that just makes it so much more fun.
Yeah, you go over here, you got to hit that, and then the thing pops up, you got to go over there and hit
that.
that.
And at the end of the day, on your phone, you can collect all these things, and it's just so cool.
Yeah, you're collecting coins in the Mario universe.
Exactly. And now you're going to have a Donkey Kong area that is 70%.
Give me a minecart ride. That's what I want.
Donkey Kong Country, why wouldn't it be that? They've got to have a massive treehouse.
Oh, yeah. And lots of bondos.
I want to be able to see that treehouse from space.
If anybody can do it,
I was
Japan.
Right. I was so excited when I saw that. I was like, good Lord. This is going to be exciting. So we talked about this last week a little bit too. Nintendo 64 games.
Yeah.
Cannot wait.
And
Ocarina of Time.
Sega classics that are coming back to the good old Nintendo Switch.
Give me that awkward controller. I want it.
I have the very extensive list of games that are coming to the Switch.
Take my money right now, Nintendo. It's all yours.
And I think they're going to be doing something called Nintendo Switch Plus, which is kind of like Xbox Game Pass.
Yeah.
Where if you pay that monthly, you can access any of these games all the time.
Well, I have Nintendo Switch Online.
I think it's their online. It's just a different service. Like they say it's an upgrade or whatever. Yeah. You have to pay for the 64.
Their service is the cheapest of all.
$30
the big
a year.
A year. Yeah. And Xbox and PlayStation, I think, are 10 or 12 a month.
Yeah.
And that's actually for up to, was it 5 people?
Yeah.
8 people?
We had to do the family plan
for
so Jen
30.
could play Animal Crossing online.
Hey, good girl. Get on your Animal Crossing. So here's all the games coming for Nintendo, or the Nintendo Switch Online expansion in 64 games. Super Mario 64. That's a winner right there.
Woo!
So many people hear that and they're like, let's go. Mario Kart 64.
Woo!
Star Fox 64. Woo! Hell yeah. Yoshi's Story. Legend of Zelda, Ocarina of Time.
Let's go.
Win Back, Covert Operations, don't know what that is. Dr. Mario 64.
Oh, yeah.
Sin and Punishment. Mario Tennis 64. I've heard some of you asking about that. Banjo-Kazooie. Woo! Pokemon Snap. That's another good one. The Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask is coming. Ooh. Kirby 64. Mario Golf. I already got Mario Golf. Mario Golf is amazing. Paper Mario. F-Zero X, which I think is a racing game.
Yeah, that was a good game.
Yeah. Castlevania Bloodlines. Contra Hardcore. I don't know what that is.
Contra, bro? That's like one of the greatest little.
I never played Contra Hardcore, but I like the idea of Contra.
Dr. Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine. Echo the Dolphin. Echo is coming back, baby.
Hell yeah.
Wow.
Echo's one that I always saw. I was like, wow, a game about a dolphin. Okay.
So these are Genesis games, too, in this list.
Yeah, because I was going to say, wasn't that a Sega Saturn game?
Yeah.
That was
Golden Axe is coming. Gunstar Heroes. Phantasy Star 4. Rystar, Shining Force, Sonic the Hedgehog, Streets of Rage 2.
Oh, yeah.
Streets of Rage 2, I'll definitely fuck with.
Musha, I don't know what that is. M-U-S-H-A, it's clearly an acronym. Phantasy Star 4, Shinobi 3, and Strider.
Oh, Shinobi. I like the Shinobi.
What are the big ones that you guys would play? Like day one. You're like, yeah, I'll play that.
Mario ones, right out of the gate.
Yeah, Mario 64 is like, that's one of those so iconic games that it's hard to beat.
I haven't played it since I had my 64 hooked up, so I'm very excited to play that again.
Mario 64 is definitely number one on the list for me, then Ocarina of Time.
You know what I'm surprised that's not on there? GoldenEye.
Oh, yeah.
I know they don't really own the rights to it or whatever, but I figured they'd try to get the hands on it.
I was going to say, I'm sure that's a licensing thing. And they did like a remake a couple years ago, didn't they?
Of GoldenEye?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they did.
They've come out with other 007 games, and they're pretty trash. They don't hold up.
Yeah.
Doesn't hold up the way
I played the original one not too long ago. That was a good time.
Noise.
Oh, but you don't know Contra? Contra's the whole up, down, left, right joint.
Left, right, select, start.
Yep, that's where that comes from.
It's a side-scroller like Commando game.
Maybe I've played it.
Nintendo?
I don't know. Maybe I've played it.
To.
Contra, big C. It looks like it's on fire.
Yeah.
Orange and yellow.
Nothing.
Okay.
Nothing.
You play two players,
not registering.
Just shoot guns, and you get different types of power-ups.
Oh, to where you shoot the spray shot too?
Yeah.
Maybe I have played it. I don't know.
2 fake-ass Arnold Schwarzeneggers on the cover.
Yep. Walmart Arnold's.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Oh, God. Here's everything that was announced at the September 2021 Nintendo Direct. It's a lot.
Mm-hmm.
So feel free to jump in and comment if there's anything we want to talk about.
We did do a lot of this live.
Long list. Yeah, we did. Kirby and the Forgotten Land, the new 3D adventure, which is cool. I don't think he's ever had one. Switch Online Plus expansion pack with all the games that I just listed. We did talk about this, the Super Mario movie.
Oh boy.
That was cast.
Let's go.
Yeah. There's 4 classic Castlevania games that are coming back to the Switch.
I never played any of those, but I never even heard of them.
Now that I've watched the series on Netflix, I'm interested in checking out Castlevania.
I mean, Castlevania 1 and 2, I played that all the time.
Yeah.
But I don't know these 4 games that I read the titles. I'm like, I never played these.
Yeah, they were later.
Bayonetta 3 gameplay and 2022 release window for that game. Never played a Bayonetta game. Splatoon 3 gameplay and Return of the Mammalians single-player campaign revealed. Splatoon. I want to talk about Splatoon. I think that is a good game for the parents that want their kids to be able to have that shooter experience without it looking ultra violent.
Yeah, because you're shooting paint at people.
You're shooting paint, and the way you beat them is they get covered in paint, and you're not actually killing anyone. I really think that's a good idea. That's a good game to look at. It made me want to check out Splatoon and see how good it is, because I don't let the kids play shooters. They don't get to play any stuff like that. Some Marvel games they will, when they know that everything's very fantastical and fake, but no Call of Duty or anything like that yet for my guys. I want them to be a little bit older. I mean, they know what guns are and stuff like that, but Splatoon is one that I think parents should consider if you want your kids to, have that experience and still play.
You're a good dad.
I know it's a huge thing too. Like, a lot of people like Splatoon. Mm-hmm. I haven't had a chance to play it. Maybe I need to.
I've seen my nephew play it. He loves it.
Really?
And you get, instead of getting different guns, you get different kinds of paintbrushes or squirt guns.
That's awesome.
Like, you get a big roller on a stick. Like, it's fun. Like, it looks like a fun game.
Like, we have Plants vs. Zombies. Here.
It seems like
that's
it'd be
a cartoony game that you're shooting corn kettles at people and stuff. It's not quite relatable.
That's the perfect way to do it.
Yeah. One that you didn't really give a damn about, Monster Hunter Rise Sunbreak expansion announced for summer 2022. Surprised you didn't care about that.
Man, the only reason I didn't is because I put so many hours into Monster Hunter world. It's just like Rise is almost the same thing. Why buy it and put all those hours in again? Like, I just want to keep on the system that I'm on. No reason to buy it again.
That's how I feel about Gears. I love Gears so much, but sometimes I'm like, I don't want to pick it up and play it. I've had so much hours that I've put into it. Give me something new. Here's everything else, and it's just kind of listed out here. Super Smash Bros. Ultimate's final DLC character is going to be revealed October 5th. Animal Crossing gets a direct in October. Ooh. Brewster's Roost coming soon. Don't know what that is. Super Mario Party Superstars sees the return of Woody Woods, Yoshi's Tropical Island, and Horrorland. I don't know. We played that game as a family in here. Played Super Mario Party. It was kind of fun. Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic coming to Switch as well in November. Oh.
That's pretty close.
That's earlier than I thought. What does it say? ActRaiser Renaissance is a remastered version of SNES ActRaiser. Okay.
Sure.
Triangle Strategy will be released in March 2022.
Sure.
Metroid Dread gets an extended story trailer. That happened.
222.
Yoko Taro's card RPG Voice of Cards heads to Switch this October. Okay. Dying Light 2 Stay Human, Cloud version, and Dying Light Platinum Edition coming to Nintendo Switch. That's pretty sweet. Mario Golf Super Rush is getting new characters and courses. Yes. Deltarune Chapters 2 on Switch now. Don't know what that is. Chocobo GP brings a Final Fantasy racing game to the Switch in 2022. Sick. I won't play that. It's too niche. I'd play a mini game of this in Final Fantasy, but
don't lie. You're gonna try to get that gold Chocobo.
I'm not doing it.
$60.
Disco Elysium, the final cut, arrives on Switch October 12th. You're welcome. New trailer for Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity's new content. I've played that game. It's fun. I enjoyed it. Disney Magical World 2 Enchanted Edition coming to the Switch. Shadowrun Trilogy brings 3 classic RPGs to the Switch in 2022. Doesn't say what they are. Rune Factory 5 coming to Switch. Arcade Archives Pac-Man. Arcade Archives Xevious adds more arcade classics to the Switch.
Seeing all that bullshit, I hear nothing about Breath of the Wild 2.
I know.
Those
or your OLED Switch Pro.
Yeah. I thought for sure we were going to see Breath of the Wild 2.
Yeah. But you know what? If they want to take their time and stretch it and put some extra effort into it, all right.
I'm about it.
I mean, this game has had a pretty good shelf life now.
Not even done with the first one yet.
No. Yeah, me neither.
I got to bring your cards back to you, man. I've been using them like crazy.
Keep on keeping on.
Yeah. I don't know. I think this is a good move for the Switch. I think they got a lot of really cool stuff coming in. I personally think it's the best console. I don't play it as much.
Man.
Me neither.
Because Xbox's social is just so much better.
Yeah.
It's not even social for me. Every time I pick up my Switch, there's so many games on there, I don't even know where to start.
Yeah.
And I have so many of them, like, oh, I was just playing Mario Rabbids, but then I kind of want to play Zelda, and now I want to just put it down.
Yeah.
Like, that's a good problem to have as a gamer.
It happened to me the other night. I wanted to play a little Breath of the Wild, and then I wanted to play Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3.
I got that. Never finished playing that either.
Then I wanted to play Super Smash Brothers, and then I just settled on Mario Golf.
Yeah, see? Like
that and Hyrule Warriors was sitting right out in front of me. I was like, damn, which one do I want to play? Mario Golf.
It looks fun. I haven't played it yet.
I'm going to have to get that too.
You're going to have to. It's really good. I'll show it to you guys after we stop recording.
Show me.
Yeah. All right, guys, that's going to do it for us this week. We will see you next week with that sweet, sweet symbiote review, baby. Happy to see us some Venom. Let there be carnage. Hope you have a wonderful week, wonderful day. We'll see you next time. I've been your host, Jack Austin, with Ryan and Mark.
Yes.
Yep.
Megan will be back next week.
Astro will be here next week.
Sure. Don't know what that is, but look forward to Astro being here.
The dog from the Jetsons?
Dope.
I'm pretty sure that's the nickname of The robots are Amazon.
Oh, I see what he did there.
See?
Damn it.
You got us.
He's got more information than I do.
I got it from the robot.
Hey, what's your name?
Mark's going to be like, hey, you guys got another robot here?
This is some bullshit.